Yes, I started manifesting everything, almost everything that I desired once I understood this very important part that I needed to pay attention to, along with whatever manifestation techniques we might be using to reprogram our subconscious minds. And that is being aware of our self concept. So, a few years back, I wanted to try out this experiment with my self concept to manifest higher income, precisely to double my income. Well, I am a freelancer and I am earning good enough money, but I realized that I was stagnating. I felt like I was drifting through every working day, and I subconsciously had accepted the way things were in terms of my finances. But everything changed when I realized that if I changed my self concept, I could reprogram my subconscious mind to manifest even more money. Now, self concept is like the way you see yourself in your mind, like a personal movie going on inside your mind about who exactly you are. And it includes how you feel about yourself, your abilities, and your worth. So, you are bound to attract everything you believe yourself to be. For example, if you believe yourself to be attractive, an attractive man or an attractive woman, you will get a proof of it again and again in the form of people complimenting you or men and women wanting to be with you. Now, pay attention to this because no one will tell you about this particular thing that I'm going to share right now. Sometimes subconsciously, we create a position for ourselves in relation to another person or the people around us. Like, for example, I'll tell you what I used to do when I was in school. In terms of smartness or intelligence, mentally, I used to rank myself among my friends. Similarly, I would also rank myself in terms of beauty. I mean, I had some friends who were really pretty looking, good looking, and definitely I was never on the top in the rankings that I gave myself. Rather, I placed myself somewhere in the middle or towards the bottom. So that clearly reflected my self concept or how I saw myself in relation to others, my friends. So obviously, there was a problem there because, firstly, we should never ever compare ourselves to anybody around us. And secondly, I was putting myself behind so many others. So I had a very poor self concept about myself years ago. Anyway, getting back to the story now. My experiment started with a deep reflection on how I saw myself. I took a piece of paper and wrote down very honestly what I felt about myself or how I saw myself in terms of my work and getting paid. And after this exercise, I realized that I had several blockages. I had a habit of doubting my abilities and my worth. I had the strong belief that due to some internal politics at workplace, the assignments would be given to someone else instead of me. So my self concept was filled with negative beliefs that obviously was holding me back. I also believed that I could make only that much. I could not make more than that. These thoughts were like chains holding me back from the money that I wanted to make. Now, before I proceed further with my story, I want you to pause this video right here and go and grab a piece of paper and a pen. And if you don't have a paper or a pen right now, you could do this on your phones. So now I want you to choose one thing that you want to manifest and write down how you see yourself in relation to this thing that you want to manifest. What are your limiting beliefs regarding that? How do you see yourself? And be very, very honest with you. Okay, now after I did this exercise with myself, like you just did yourself, I decided that I needed to change my self concept. I knew that if I wanted to manifest more money and abundance in my life, I needed to change my self concept. All those limiting beliefs, negative beliefs needed to go away. It wasn't an easy journey for sure, but it was worth it. I began by replacing those negative beliefs with the positive ones. I started telling myself I am capable and deserving of more assignments and more money. People choose me for the assignments because they love my work. I am a rich and an abundant lady. I wrote these affirmations down and repeated them daily, allowing them to sink into my subconscious mind. I guess I continued this activity for about a month. And as I did that, I noticed a shift in my thoughts and my feelings. I started to believe in myself even more. I could feel a growing sense of self worth and confidence. This change in my self concept was the first step towards manifesting more money. I could feel that vibration of abundance, that vibration of money inside me, in every cell of my body. With this newfound belief or this new subconscious reprogramming, I then focused on visualizing how my life would change for the better when my income doubled. I pictured my bank account steadily growing, my income doubling, and my financial freedom to pursue my dreams without any worry. I also saw myself making smart investments with the extra money. But that was not all. I also added even more details to my visualization for changing my self concept. I picturized myself as this wealthy, rich lady with, colored highlighted hair. I saw myself wearing different rings on different fingers. I imagined myself in this nice, beautiful attire. I imagined the car that I was driving. I saw myself contributing to charities and helping people out. So, all of these things, many other details that I imagined about myself. So, visualization became a daily ritual for me, and it made me feel like I was already living my dream life. So, these vivid mental images solidified my self concept even further, reinforcing the belief that these incredible things were not just possible, but also inevitable. But to manifest these things, I also had to take some inspired action. So the first action was self care. I followed a self care routine. I exercised regularly, ate nutritious food, got enough rest. I took care of my skin, my hair. So I was basically taking care of myself. So this self love boosted my self esteem and energy levels, making it easier to attract positive experiences. Next, I focused on personal development. Remember, I talked about the investments that I made. So it was not just investing in, the stock market, but it was also investing in myself, in my knowledge. So I read books, I took courses, I attended workshops and sought guidance from mentors who could guide me and help me grow as a person. So, the more I learned and grew, the more I believed in my ability to manifest the life I desired. As time passed, I noticed subtle changes in my reality. I began attracting the right kind of people who had similar aspirations, and we could talk about our aspirations, we could help each other out. So, as a result, I started attracting new opportunities. So, what happened after that was I was appointed in two more institutions that allowed me to get more number of assignments and in turn more money. So my income started to increase, and in certain months it even tripled. I was absolutely happy with the progress that I was making. And with time, I realized that most of the things that I had visualized every day was my current reality. But it was not limited just to money. I changed my self concept about every area of my life, and things always worked out for me after that. But perhaps the most significant change was in my love life. And after my financial success, it became easier to manifest the love of my life. In fact, I did not have to do anything extra. Why am I saying this? Because I had already worked on my self concept. and I already had become the person that I always wanted to be. So the universe had conspired to bring me and my soulmate together in the most magical way. So that's another crazy story that you don't want to miss. So go ahead and check this video out next.